Yeah, alright, everybody, we are here today checking out a little automation banger by the name of Techtonica. Now, let me just start off by saying this kind of game is one that at first glance just overwhelms me. If you're familiar with Satisfactory, Factorio, Fortress Craft, just to name a few, you know just how crazy these production lines can get, and Techtonica is indeed no different. However, where I feel Techtonica deviates from said contemporaries is the more welcomed approach to those wanting to get into these kind of games, as opposed to having such a high learning curve from the get-go. Techtonica eases you into the automation madness by sporting an engrossing story campaign that has you awakening deep within the caverns of Galactic with no memory of how this came to be. By researching lost tech, producing materials, crafting, machinery, you can uncover more of the history of the world you inhabit, and more importantly, making it out from under the earth. Still feeling overwhelmed at a huge amount of world to explore? You can team up with upwards of 3 more players, and together build bigger factory lines and uncover the mysteries of Calyx. That said, if you enjoy what you see here today, check out the provided link down below in the description to wishlist Techtonica for yourself. Available to all on PC via Steam and Xbox via Game Pass as well. Let's go.
Warning. Structural integrity failing. Emergency resuscitation of all personnel initiated. Exit this facility and report to Production Terminal Lima.
Terminal Ligma?
Your medical status is diagnostic failure. Report to Medical Officer for unknown.
I mean, you basically describe my high school aptitude. You know, when they're basically telling you what you're more capable for in the future. I think I pretty heard my counselor say that to me at some point or another. All right, let's get to it here. Oh, that's we're gonna have to be building stuff like this eventually, huh? You expect me to build something like this? The Birdman? Yeah, would like to see that. I mean, you know what? Maybe I might surprise you guys. What do you know?
No.
Let me get this pickaxe here. It does seem that there's been a cave-in. Excellent, let's get to it. One of the things that I've read, like, as I've mentioned, this type of game overwhelms me. It's not something that I tackle so easily, but as I've mentioned, Techtonica has a very, entry-level friendly way to kind of get you into this type of stuff, which is the reason why I wanted to give it a try, because I've always been, interested in these type of games. It's just whenever I see them in action, I'm just overwhelmed by seeing, 70 different things in one area producing, 100 other things, and those 100 other things apparently linking to, 750 other things, and it's kind of like, how does this even work? What human does this? One of the things that you're seeing, though, is terraforming, which I have read is not necessarily something available in some of the other contemporaries of these type of games, so I do like the idea of terraforming and also, doing your own thing here.
Can you hear me? Your suit can't transmit a voice or ID signal, but my sensors are indicating you're out there. First things first, check in at that production terminal. I need a second set of eyes on how badly damaged it is.
But before we get too far into it, let's see what's up here. Repair terminal is going to be required. We need iron ore and copper ore to make this happen. Okay.
This terminal is cooked. Mining drills were the only buildable tech I could recover. Try crafting a few with materials from some of the chests around here.
Got it. I do see some chests. Get everything from that. And everything from that. Let's see here. Mining drill. So that is
Task
good.
inbound. Mining drill. Must be built at an ore vein and fueled with plant matter.
Oh, you gotta fuel it as well? Oh, imagine that. It needs power to run. What a novel concept that is, huh? Luckily, we do have plenty of plant matter, so we'll place that into that. And that into that. However, we're not done yet because we are gonna need what else? Copper ore, Falcon? Yes. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna place... rotate through that. Yes, sir. And one more as well. Sure. Aha! Okay, terminal. It's time to supply you with the new...
Oh!
The newts. Wow. No Falcon newts here today. With the needs you require. So, 15, repair.
Good work getting that ore plugged into the terminal, Groundbreaker. If you weren't on my crew, you should have been. For the next phase of repairs, you're gonna need a scanner. The tech for it unlocked automatically when you fix this thing, so Open up your crafting menu and build one.
Okay, equipment here. Let's see. Yep, we got everything for it. Ah. Oh hey, scanning the light actually gives me a light of inventory. Sweet. Smelter is right there, but it requires 8... balls!
Situations like these are why we always left chests with backup components kicking around.
Yeah, I think I might have already found them, but I appreciate the thought nonetheless. So, I'm just gonna go ahead here and... Oh, no, that's not it. Excuse me. Hey, you deconstruct. One thing I will not allow on this ship is messy building, okay? I need order. Order means everything's nicely connected. We can't have things just like deviating from one spot to the other one.
Smelter technology available for activation in Tech Tree.
There we go. Okay, now we can activate this bad boy. Let's
Technology activated. Proceed with construction of smelter.
Oh, imagine that. So let's go ahead over here and, I don't know, let's make, maybe 4? Wanna have 4 going? Let's have 4 going.
Task inbound. Smelter. Supply with ore to produce ingots. Requires plant matter for fuel.
Yeah. It's gonna have nice little lines over through here. Perfect. You are still gonna need fuel, aren't you? Of course you are. Why would you not? Let's put a half right there. Half. Right there. And, you... Wait a second. We have another one, right? I don't want to get things mixed up, you know, this is where we're making, the iron stuff, this is where we're making the copper stuff. You know, I can't have copper ingots being produced in the iron area. I mean, well, what are we, savages? No, we're not savages, we're highly civilized individuals here, that we know of. Okay, so our ingots are under production here at the moment. I've taken a little gander out and about the areas just to collect some more plant mass for fuel. But apparently I run into this device here. What are you supposed to be?
This computer has a requisition for local plant life to be delivered to a science team for analysis. It looks like the request was approved, but doing it was marked as a low priority by command, even though the request itself was marked as urgent. We didn't come here for science, but I don't remember this kind of hostility about it either. What were they doing here?
Okay. Probably we've discovered a little bit of the story that I've mentioned, so that's good. Let's see how my ingots have come underway. I'm pretty sure this should be done. Oh, 24 already from this guy. Yep. 24 from this guy. More than we actually do need. Let's go check out on my copper now as well. Right now, let's go and supply you with the ingots you require. There you are, you hungry boy.
Terminal upgraded. New technology and crafting schematics available.
Are they now? Supply containers, inserters, 45 conveyor belts. Yes, sir. Okay, so 90. So we just need one production of that. It'll give us... Oh no, we can make up to 90. Well, it said 45, right? We can make 90, so... Need a couple more, though, because we're going to feed right into that thing. But then we also need some for our production, so we'll do that. We have a couple of inserters here being made, along with the components required for them. What's kind of cool about this is if you need, like, certain components, like, which we do, those mechanical components right there being crafted, are needed for the container, or at least for the inserter. That's quite the name for it. You need it for the inserter itself. So if you need to make this, it'll actually make the smaller components required to make that, so you don't have to go, you know, piece by piece by piece or step by step. Essentially, as long as you have the required materials to make the ultimate product, it'll make whatever is needed to get to that, which is actually kind of cool. Alright, let's go into inserter here, right? So, ideally speaking, you're going to be feeding from that to the right-hand side, so this is fine.
Inserter. Use inserters to transfer items between machines and conveyor belts.
And ideally speaking, you're going to go maybe one step right there. And then the other inserter is going to be pushing into that. Yo! My first line! It's like I'm in college all over again with my first line.
Don't you dare.
Let's do the same over here. Are you saying, Falcon, you have 2? I know, look, dog, I need more. I'm gonna get a lot more supplies before we get too crazy, but at least for now, At least for now, we're gonna have one pushing some items for us, okay? And then this way, once we make some more iron ingots over here, without me having to check up on this constantly, we can just come over here and pick up. You know, it all works out pretty fine. See? There it is. Now I don't have to feed it myself. It feeds on its own, as long as it's fueled. Speaking of which, you guys, you're still doing good with fuel. Fine. So we've done this for this, which is great. Let's also set it up for the copper, and then we'll start, you know, giving this needy machine all the other things it apparently needs. So, we need, once again, at least for now, 2 of these bad boys. We already have all the conveyor belts that we do need. So, you're gonna be feeding that away, right? Yes. And give me the old 6er through yo. And yo. Oh yeah. Perfect. Oh, that I needed actually 4 of these. I know how to do multiplication, right? I know it's 2 per machine. I just made 2 just to what have I done? Falcon, what'd you do? I want to know what I do. What did I do? Hey. Machine.
Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Okay, so coppers are being extracted, ingots are being made over here. Great, let me just grab these while I'm at it here. And over here we should have our iron ore, so more than likely we have more than enough. And we do need for everything, right? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that copper one is a bit too condensed, so we gotta like spread it out so that the arms have a longer time to be able to feed, turn around, grab, turn around, feed, etc, etc. Like here we have a little bit more space to kind of give them time. Over there it's a bit more condensed, but you know, it is what it is. So now that we have made our own little production thing, let's go ahead and make these containers that we do need. We need 2 for them, but how about we make a couple of containers for ourselves too? So that maybe we put some containers back here, and then once the ingots are done, it tosses them into the container, and it doesn't necessarily overflood the ingot production here too. So we would need some containers for ourselves, which means another couple more inserters and belts, huh? But let's get this main quest out of the way first, right? Transfer all. Boom. There it is.
Beacons are back online. Inspect the radio console right next to the screen. It'll start beeping and blinking in 3, 2, 1.
How about that?
Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD.
Lifeline.
Access
Where?
to all local facilities should be restored, including the one I've been stuck in this entire time. I've set an unlock code to the door. I've got some tech you're gonna like, and I know you wouldn't dream of leaving without me anyways.
Here's something I'm curious. Do we need an actual conveyor belt line if we're just depositing from this into the container itself? Let's find out. Like, for instance, I should just be maybe able to put a inserter from there to there. I'm not sure this is the case or not, but I do want to try it. So, yes. Aha! Okay, you know, I was thinking, like, do I really need a conveyor belt? I mean, we're just gonna grab and put in, so no, I think we're fine. Okay, so we don't have to get too crazy with this one. I made extra inserters thinking that would be the case, but nah. Oh well, I'm sure we'll need them for something else down the line, right? So, that is good. And you just go straight up into storage right there. And it's a storage we could use for ourselves too. So we're gonna go check out that life sign here pretty quickly. I just want to make sure that the same's happening over here. You guys haven't get stuck yet? Alright, good. Let me grab this from you, and this from you. And we need 2 more containers. Alright, how about that? So, let's go find out about this life signal, which seems to be coming from yonder. Get some little exploration done. So if you guys have been seeing so far what I've mentioned about the nice little combination of kind of easing you into the building process of these production lines, but also having a nice little story that kind of keeps you intrigued, so now you're not just completely feeling overwhelmed like, man, I'm just over here creating these things and these crazy ass lines that I need to make work. There's something to kind of guide you along the way, so you're not completely a one-frame track of mind.
Sending that signal was more complicated than you think. I don't know why, but these computers feel like second nature now. Sort of the opposite of what I remember it being like. I'd be the one to get you out of a situation like this, instead of the other way around. But I'm not giving up. That's how I know it's still me in here. You'll see.
Could this voice actor be the one from Firewatch? It just sounds very familiar. It's that very comfy, soothing voice where, like, you know, everything's just gonna be alright, you know? Okay. Ooh, there's some goods in there that I can't get into. Well, apparently she's supposed to be here, so is she gonna be like in a pod like we were? Gotta awaken her? Sparks? What kind of name is Sparks, by the way? What about my name? Do I got a name? Rendezvous with Sparks.
Casualties detected.
Oh. I was gonna say, how is she there in human form, not in a pod, but I guess casualties detected answers that question. So how is she speaking to me? Sparks? Inspect the glowing cube. Now that way.
What? You've never seen someone stuck inside an alien cube next to their own dead body before? Whatever I was trying to do here, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it didn't work out. Hopefully, it was worth a shot. Let's go.
So her mind is also kind of wiped to some degree too. Problem is we don't have an idea how long ago whatever we were doing here was till like our awakening now. Okay, inserters and advanced circuitry, how about that? So are you gonna be like my companion cube from now on? Is that what you're telling me, Sparks? Okay. You even take up a little slot here in my inventory. I guess we could carry you for now. You're kind of bright, so you're gonna kind of light up dark areas for me too. You know, there's one thing right now, at least we have that. A little bit brighter light in dark areas.
Stop.
What?
Scan the fragment in that cage by the stairs before we go. We'll need that tech to get out of the sector.
Upgrade module scanned. Additional tech tiers or cores may be required. Open tech tree to review.
Tech tree? Long insert.
Cut it out, you're a grown man.
Oh, the mole. Oh, this is gonna let us terraform. Oh, sweet, okay.
Local signal deciphered. Sector headquarters. Report to production terminal radio for triangulation.
Sounds like the terminal is fully rebooted. Check the radio console again and see if the beacon it adds to your HUD gives us a clear path home.
Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Production terminal Victor.
Breaker, this is the time to activate the mole in your tech tree and build one. We won't be able to cut through to Sector Victor without it.
Let's put down these fellers over here where we still have this production thing kind of going on. Again, everything needs to be nice in order for me. Do not break the consistency. I'm gonna build some to the side too, because it's getting a little bit too, You said don't break the consistency. You're about to break it right now, Falcon. Okay, you know what? Not over my dead body, we're not. Terraform this wall. Allow me to place this research cube right there. Is that good enough? Yeah, he's done it. Alright, boys. Don't worry, the OCD must be respected at all times. We can make 14 of them. I don't think we need that many, so just one for now. So, how's this gonna work, you're saying? Let's find out. Let's do a little terraforming if we can.
This mole is not authorized to destroy resources, critical infrastructure, or protected environmental areas.
Like creating a black hole here. Is this safe for me to handle, especially with my name being Breaker? So let me tell you, I'm about to break everything here. So it seems this is where they stopped. Because we got lights here right into apparently nothing. So we're trying to break through here. I guess we gotta leave it to your boy.
To thank you for getting me out of that facility. Appreciate it. At the time, it seemed like the best thing to do was focus on work and not get caught up in thinking about anything else. I've tried to stay sharp for both of us, but now that we're almost back to the main line, I'll admit it. I was terrified. It'll be good to see some friendly faces. And a few thousand twinkling lights. I'm sure you've got people there too.
understand. A factory the size of a city is supposed to be here. It was right here. I know it was. Where is everybody?
Does look fairly impressive, but the size of a city, I would not say that's the case. It's scanned this one before. Latin tech is now available. Ooh, nice. Ah, but we need 25. 25 research boys. You have 25 for me? No, you don't.
Now that you've got a core composer, all you need is a big enough power floor and a few crank generators to power it. After that, you'll be able to dump cores into it and never worry about placing them one at a time again.
Task inbound. Core composer. Supply with research cores via belts and inserters for automatic placement and availability.
Okay. But let's handle this thing here first, huh? Requires 500 ingots?
This terminal is trying to reach out to 100 facilities that might not exist anymore. If we can repair it, we might be able to decipher where those facilities are located. Our people are out there, just like we were. I wouldn't ask you to build this sector for the expedition, but I will ask you to do it for them. The faster we get on these signal and repair objectives, the better our chances of finding them will be. Have a look at some of the new stuff on your tech tree. Keep your eyes out for fragments, and let's get to work. Deciphering this first signal by building power floors looks simple enough. I'm sure it won't be that many. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so we have a couple of non-priorities, and obviously the priority one would be like the 500 each. Let's see. Okay, cool. Ah, gotcha. That's a lot of things happening there. But 500 is for the main thing itself. Build and place a core composer on the power floor with 5 activated crank generators. Decipher the signal by crafting and placing an unknown number of power floors. An unknown number of crank generators. Okay. Just an unknown number, huh? Well, apparently gave us 250. We have some stairs now, too. And then, okay. So, we gotta find somewhere to perhaps put these floors at. And I think this is gonna probably do it. This will more than likely be easier if I went and I did the research cubes in order to properly unlock the mole flattener. And we'd have a nice little smooth area here to work with.
2 hours later.
Let's go. You gave me 250, right? We'll put down 210.
Task inbound. Power floor.
It worked.
Build to establish structural foundation and conduct electricity from crank generators. Local signal deciphered. Ingress AS2013. Report to production terminal radio for triangulation. Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Mind the voltage.
Uh-huh. Over on that side. Decipher the other signal by crafting and placing an unknown number of crank generators. Requires 10 research boys. Okay, so we have enough tech now for this old crank generator.
Task inbound.
Excellent.
Crank generator. Activate with manual or automated rotation to produce electricity.
Oh, okay. Well, right now, I don't know, how many do we even need? Well, I guess we'll get 5. And I guess while we're at it, let's go ahead and put down some lights over here. It's a little bit too dark for my liking. They're right there. Need a couple more lights, to be honest with you. I'd like to have like one on each side of the stairs here just for consistency's purpose, but that's fine. So, one thing that I really quickly did is I went back to refuel everything. But I have, or at least since we left things running back there, one of my older production lines, the very first one we made, because we did that. Scan? Oh, sure. I guess I'll take it from my little lighting down there, as I've mentioned. Because we did that, I actually had enough ingots made back there to collect to do this part of the main quest as well. So it's going to leave us very ingot deficient, but at the very least this is done. So, transfer. Oh, sure.
Terminal upgraded. New technologies and recommended tasks available.
It's time to put those crank generators and power floors to use, Breaker. To make plant matter frames, you'll need planters and threshers, and they only run on electricity. After you grow and thresh Kindlevine, you'll need to thresh the Kindlevine stems it produces a second time to turn them into plant matter fiber. And then you can either craft the plant matter frames by hand or build an assembler to do it for you twice as fast. And that's a lot of new tech to activate. So if you haven't built a core composer yet, now is the time.
And again, as I've mentioned, dumb people such as myself, it eases you into the process. So, unfortunately, we're way over time with this one, so I'm going to start wrapping it up here. Hope you guys have enjoyed. But this here, overheated, this here has indeed been, well, Techtonica. I hope you guys have enjoyed. As I've mentioned, all the information for this will be down below in case you want to check it out for yourselves. It should be coming out on the 18th. This video is going to probably go live on the 15th, if not the 18th. So, description down below will have a link for you. It'll be either for, if it's before the release, go ahead and give it a wish list, something you want to keep your eyes on. Or if it's on the release date, well, it should be available now. So in case you enjoy what you see here today and want to check it out for yourselves, that is how you do so. As I've mentioned, Steam availability, and also Xbox through Game Pass as well. Where the hell is this thing? Oh, you want me to... Oh, I'll cave. I'll bring the whole world down if I have to get to that thing. I'll catch you guys next time. I'll get to you, ass.
A few bio bricks, Breaker. They'll burn a lot longer than plant matter, and at some point you'll probably want to set up a production line that can feed them directly into your machines. Long inserters might be your friends on that one.